Welcome back to another episode of Frank's Unsolicited Advice. And we're gonna talk about not stopping today. That's what I want to talk about. I just did a whole nother episode. I was like 15 minutes into it and I erased it and I'm gonna start over. So I'm gonna start over what led to this not stopping situation. First off, I want to thank the people that keep supporting me because I really appreciate it. You know, whether it's 10 people, one person, 5 people, 100, I don't care. The people that do support me, thank you. I appreciate it. Secondly, I'm still learning this thing. I'm super amped. I'm geeked up with this new microphone I got from Guitar Center. It's a Sterling SP150 and it came with an SP130 as well. So I got 2 condensers for a decent price. I'm super stoked about this Rodecaster Pro interface that I bought. It's for podcasting. It's awesome. I recommend it. It's a little, it's not that expensive, but it's worth the money that you're going to spend on it. And it's a standalone. So if you wanted to take it on the go without a computer, you could, as long as you have an SD card in it. Awesome stuff. So I'm upgrading, I'm learning, and eventually I'm gonna keep bigging up the people that I want. I plan on holding interviews. I have a friend of mine that I work with. She did a book. I'm trying to get her on here. I want to do an episode with my wife, a few with my wife actually. I want to do more with my kids. I got a friend of mine and my boy Rick. He's up in Maryland. We did recruiting together in New York. He's from Brooklyn. Good guy. I want to get him on here too. Point of views, discussions, open dialogue. That's what I want. So what led me to this decision, right? First off, I wanted to try this new mic stand and this new microphone that I got. So I was kind of geeked. I wanted to talk about anything. But what happened was, as I was recording an episode, I changed directions. Right? I changed directions because of what happened this week. So this week, on the 6th, I got an email from a streaming service I was using that told me this. And I'm pulling it up right now, so bear with me. Okay, it says, hey there, it has come to our attention that your podcast Unsolicited Advice may contain content that has been flagged for suspicious activities related to number of plays and downloads of your podcast episode. Please note that we will remove your podcast and these episodes within the next business day. It is against our rules to automate or purchase downloads for the purpose of increased payout through sponsorship. So I'm going to stop right there. First off, I haven't got paid for sponsorship. I shot out one person, and it was a kid I put in the Navy a long time ago. He's not a kid; he's a man now with a family. His name's Randall Corporang, and he does some stuff through Etsy, ETSY, and he has like a little hands. I'm not gonna say jewelry because it's not gold, but it's kind of jewelry, trinkets, and stuff that he sells. So he does that through there. I guess that's a plug. That's a shout out, right? And that's the only time I've done that. The downloads I've gotten and the views that I've gotten on YouTube, Apple, whatever, it comes from people that are supporting me. And that's why I keep saying thank you for the support. Because truth be told, I appreciate the little bit of help I get in the views and the listening. It makes me feel like somebody actually listening. And it makes me want to keep doing it. Whether it's one person, like I said, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100, a million, I'm going to keep doing this. Which goes back to why I said don't stop. I felt that the email was hated. Somebody hated on me, right? Maybe because I said something in the episode recently that I probably shouldn't have said, but I said it, and it is what it is. I have no shame in it. I didn't shout out the company. I didn't say their name, but I spoke about it, and it was my first episode, my first edition of Burn My Biscuits, right? Where I'm talking about things that bother me. And when people hate, it burns my biscuits. It does, right? Because what do you get out of hating? Now, if anybody out there has never had somebody hate on them, yo, props. I love it. But I've had people hate on me. I've had a person hate on me and slow down my career for 5 years. And it took me longer to get to where I'm at today because of one person's hate. And I'm not going to go into it because, you know what? I know God is still working on that in me because just saying it right now, my blood just bubbled a little bit. Because I don't respect stuff like that. I don't respect dudes that hide behind a phone call or hide behind something and try to ruin your way, how you feed your family, how you feed your kids, how you take care of yours. See, I feel like if you had an issue with me, you should have approached me. But that's the thing about the thing we do and what business I'm in. There's a rank structure. So if I'm above you, technically I don't have to say nothing to you, but I don't respect that as a man because my father always taught me, if you got something to say, you got an issue with somebody, you take it to them. You know what I'm saying? Plus me, I'm a chief, and honestly, if you're not in my same rank, I ain't got no issue with you. I don't give a damn, even if you are on the same level as me, because I'm going to do my job. And I'm going to shine regardless. So you can hate all you want. I'm going to keep pushing. And that's what this dude did. And you know what? For a brief second in that time frame, that era, he won. He did. He had me in a corner. My energy was gone. My positive vibe was gone. And my wife helped me get out of that rut. She did. She helped me fight when I couldn't fight for myself. And I respect, and that's why I love her for that, you know, because she did do that. But it taught me that you just can't stop. So when this email came out, actually my cousin was getting commissioned to ensign from, you know, E6 to 01. And so I was getting ready, and I see the email, and I'm just, my blood is boiling. So my son goes, Dad, if you wasn't doing something right, people ain't going to hate. So when you're doing good, haters are going to hate. When you're doing good and you speak the truth, people are going to hate. They call it being shady, but it's because you telling the truth. That's not being shady, you know. Or you acting funny. No, I'm speaking the truth. So that's what made me think about this right now. I was gonna talk about support and how, you know, we want to support each other and all these different endeavors and help each other grow. But you know what? I'm gonna talk about hate and how not to let it stop you from moving forward. Some people might not see your point of view. Some people might not know what your bigger picture is. And if you don't know what I mean by the bigger picture is when something that you have, that's your ultimate goal. Like your, oh my God, people do it now. Your vision boards, right? They tell you, make a vision board, put up what you want, the house you want, where you want to go, the car, and that's what you're going to hustle for. But that's what the bigger picture is. What is your vision board? Is it your kids? Is it your growth? Is it your family? Is it whatever your vision board is? That's what you need to do. That's what you should do, right? That's what you should look at to get where you got to get. And don't let nobody stop you from getting there, because a lot of times we let people deter us from getting to where we want to get to because they hate. Don't stop. Don't stop. In the 90s, people hated on Diddy because of how he was a shiny suit man and all this other stuff. But guess what? He kept pushing. He's worth over $500 million. He's still making money. Like he said, I don't write rhymes, I write checks. Look at Cardi B with her cheap A-weave and how she came out on Instagram and YouTube, and look at her now. Money, paid, bigger picture. She ain't stopped hustling. There's so many people out there that don't stop hustling, and look where they're at. The kids that don't want to be regular, don't want to be like everybody else in their neighborhood, so they go out and they stay in school, or they find a hustle and they keep pushing to get what they want to get, the bigger picture. See, because people are going to hate. And no matter how nice you are, no matter how much you try to be helpful to people, no matter how much you support a person, you know, my mom is like that. My mom, she'll support me in anything I do, or anybody she knows that she loves or consider a friend or family. Yo, you tell them you selling breath mints, she'll buy the breath mints from you. You know what I'm saying? You tell her you selling water, she'll buy water. She don't care because she want to help, support, and that's how it should be. There's no hating her for that. You know, when she was doing ceramics, we had a big factory in our house of ceramics. Had 2 ovens down in the basement, and we had a big machine that used to turn the batter for us. So it's like it's not batter, but it's like liquid clay, and we had a bench to make the molds. So when you made a mold out of something, that's what you would use to go ahead and create the ceramic, you know, the image of it. And then you pour the liquid in it. Once the liquid gets a little hard around it, you pour the excess out, and then you let it sit. And then once it gets hard, you take it out, and it's like clay. So, you know, you take the edges off to make it look smooth. You wipe it down, and then once you get it going the way you want it, then you put it in the oven, and the oven heats it up so hot that it becomes ceramic. And my mom had that. My mom went to Puerto Rico, got with somebody, and they showed her the business. She came back to classes. She actually learned how to do the eyes, the eyebrows, the eyelashes, everything. My mom invested, like when I say she was in it, she was in it. And people used to hate because Lillian was doing good at it. Because she would go, she took a class, she didn't stop, she did her research, you know, and back then we didn't have the internet like we have today. She was actually no crap sitting in the class learning. So people hate, man, because you're doing good. You're doing what they want to do. Or you know what? Or you're crazy. You wilding. What was it? I joined a company, Tradera, that was supposed to, that they're not supposed to. They do help you learn how to do foreign exchange trading. They have a lesson plan in there, everything. I think, and I still believe in it. It's a good product. I still support it. Why? Because I see people being successful, so I'm using it. So I brought it to a few people's attention. Oh, nah, son, that's a pyramid scheme. You wildin'. It's not that good. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard that, but my timer went off and I had to tell it to stop. But yeah, so people hating on it, oh, knocking it down. But they don't give it a shot. Oh, I'm not gonna spend money. That's a scheme. Okay, is it a scheme? Why? Because you don't believe in it, Other things I do. There's many different things I could do, but what I'm saying is hate is always gonna be there. And we can't let the hate stop us from moving forward and getting to where we need to be. Don't let people that don't see the vision you see stop you from being where you want to be. Don't let people derail your path, derail your train from getting to where it needs to get to. Because at the end of the day, when they live in their life, they don't care what you say. They don't care whether or not you agree with them or not. They don't really care about any of that. What they do is they're going to keep pushing and keep going forward and keep doing what they got to do. And you're just going to be sitting there like, man, look at them and look at me. And some people steal your ideas. People hate on you to take your ideas and move forward. And then when they're living their best life off your vision, off your goals. So don't stop. Keep pushing. Get it back up. If that idea didn't work, look at what you did wrong. Put it back on the board. Reassess. Reanalyze. Oh, maybe I could have did this different. Change the path. I read an article of a guy that started a company back in the day, and it was like too much like Home Depot and Lowe's. He was about to go bankrupt. What he did was, instead of keeping up with what they were doing, he just re-imaged himself, and he started selling products that people would buy, people with money would buy, like a self-cleaning toilet. Certain things that, guess what? A person with money would pay for that because they don't want to do it. And that's what he started doing. He started catering to a different level of person, to a different demographic. And he became a self-made millionaire. This was obviously in 2005 or 6 when I read this article, but it stuck with me because one of the kids I put in the Navy at the time told me that the reason people become billionaires or self-made millionaires is because they believe in themselves. They believe in themselves. Let that sink in for a little bit. Believe in themselves. So when you believe in yourself, you can do better, right? That's the whole thing. Believe in yourself. And don't let the haters win. Keep pushing forward. Get up in the morning. Keep pushing. Right now, me and my wife are going to try something in the house today. We did it many years ago. Not going to lie. As a Virgo, I guess, I don't know much about science. I like to be over-prepared. You know what I'm saying? I like to have extra stuff. So in case things go wrong, I can still be productive. Well, we're going to try it. Like she said, Frank, just do it. Keep pushing. Don't let the haters win, because haters will hate every single day. There's a person right now waking up or been awake or sleeping, and they're dreaming about hating on you, on something you're doing, or on trying to stop your success. So, again, thank you for the support. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the feedbacks that I get. I'm gonna start advertising for people soon. Now that I'm getting more comfortable, now that I'm getting the equipment I need, I'm going to start doing phone interviews and bringing different people in, so you're going to get different content. Oh, when football season starts, you're probably going to get more than one episode with me because I'm a football fan. But I'm saying all that to say this. You can keep reporting my episodes. You can keep sending messages to who you want to send them. And I'm still going to get up on here in this microphone, on this computer, on this interface. And I'm going to keep putting episodes out. And I got them all saved. So they can take them off. I'm going to put them right back up. You can report me. I'm going to keep doing it. It's like Diddy. Won't stop. Can't stop. Take that. Take that. I'm going to keep putting hits. I'm going to put episodes out. Why? Because this is what I want to do. So thank you again for the support. Thanks for listening. And the new name is Frank's Unsolicited Advice.